We could not complete all the questions in the last session. I'm taking up the following up questions, and this will continue in some such small slots where I'd be picking up every question that is sent to me. Then we have got Aman from Chhattisgarh. How to deal with anxiety and exam fear and calmly perform in examination? Well, I suppose, Aman, I should tell you one thing. Anxiety to some extent is a positive thing. In fact, if you are very relaxed and you're not having anxiety, it will probably uh, loosen the grip on the whole thing. I would like to recommend that don't give anxiety the wheel of your car, but then let the anxiety sit next to you. If you are a little anxious, you are little alert, you're working harder, and then the fear of examination is is largely because you have not gone through that fear several times. I suppose the fear of failure is only when you have not tasted failure enough. So I would like you to, while you're preparing for this examination, there's a concept called fail fast. Fail enough number of times as soon as possible so that the fear of failure it actually goes away. And then I think the moment you have got the fear of failure is going away, you become a little calmer, your anxiety level goes down, and you are more focused on that. I suppose there's a word called I'm not very sure about the pronunciation of it. It's Attachophobia. That's what the word they have got. The fear of failure. It is there when you have not failed enough. So fail fast, exhaust your list of failures. You'll be much calmer, and you would have learned from your failures so that you don't fail again. So that's the way I would like you to really move forward to. Now we take the next question. It's coming from Sakshi Prakash from Aurangabad, Maharashtra. Hello, Khan sir. I wish I could come to Delhi and get offline coaching at KSG under your guidance. So, my question is, do you think 200% determination, sincerity, and punctuality is a good enough trait to clear this examination? Well, 200% determination, sincerity, and punctuality. But for what? If you have determination, punctuality, and sincerity is for becoming an actor, you become an actor. But for writing this examination, yes, it is possible. But for writing the examination, you must also understand what is the demand of the demand of the examination, and then towards that, if you dedicate, why not? In fact, I'll give you a discount of 50%. Even if you reduce it 200 to 100% also, it will work. Further, Sakshi goes on to ask, I have prepared for 9 months via self study, but even after getting moderately fine marks in mocks, I am feeling scared about prelims. A lot of areas are read but not prepared or memorized. Understood, but not by heart. Well, this year, the kind of PT we have had, if your understanding is good, I am sure you are a winner. I'm sure you must have given PT, and I hope that you must have done well. I will try my best to clear prelims, but once I do, for mains, I want your guidance, sir. I want to make it through my first attempt, and this is my mostly last attempt. I like people who have taken first and last attempt in one go together. I suppose it is possible, and I'll be very happy to guide you further on that. And then on 15th of this month, we are starting a workshop, and I would like you to be part of that and then get benefit without paying any fee. Don't worry about that. All the benefits of the workshop where we will prepare you for the mains examination 2023. Next question is from Juhi Rani फ्रॉम बिहार. नमस्ते सर, मुझे कोर्स के बारे में पूछना था कि आप लोग फी थोड़ा अफोर्डेबल प्राइस में अवेलेबल करवा सकते हो, क्योंकि सारे बच्चे पूरी फीस अफोर्ड नहीं कर पाते, या आप सब्जेक्ट वाइज कोर्स भी अवेलेबल करवा देंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा. इससे काफ़ी स्टूडेंट को फीस में काफ़ी राहत रहेगी. Juhi Rani, I wish I could do that because we understand the nature of examination ऐसा है कि उसमें सब चीज़ें जुड़ी हुई हैं. पॉलिटी के अंदर थोड़े वो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव के क्वेश्चन रहते हैं, थोड़े वो सोशल इशू के क्वेश्चन रहते हैं, थोड़े ज्योग्राफी के भी क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं. तो सिर्फ एक साइलोस में अगर जैसे बोलते हैं ना, अलग अलग खंडों में पढ़ने से शायद इसकी तैयारी नहीं हो सकती, इसलिए हम लोग उसके पार्ट में नहीं करते हैं. हाँ, जहाँ तक फीस की बात है, हमने एक स्कीम बनाया हुआ है स्कॉलरशिप का, इसमें यू कैन अर्न योर फीडबैक। मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहूँगा, लेकिन बहुत सारे बच्चे जो आज कंट्री में सीनियर ऑफिसर्स भी हैं, उन्होंने केएसजी में पढ़ाई बिल्कुल मुफ्त में की थी। लेकिन मैं किसी को स्कॉलरशिप उनके स्कॉलर होने पर देता हूँ। हम लोग हर महीने अर्न योर फीडबैक एक स्कॉलरशिप चलाते हैं। उसमें आप एग्ज़ाम देते हैं, आपको एक पर्टिकुलर लेवल आता है आपको, तो आपके पार्ट ऑफ द फी वापस कर देते हैं। अगले महीने फिर ऐसा ही करते हैं, अगर आप वहाँ पे उस लेवल पे पहुँच जाते हैं, तो पार्ट ऑफ द फी आपको वापस कर दिया जाता है। एक बार में पूरा वापस नहीं करते, हाँ, लेकिन टैक्स को छोड़ कर के सारे पैसे आपके वापस किए जा सकते हैं और ऐसे बहुत सारे बच्चों ने किया है। तो ये एक आपको चैलेंज है कि आप अगर चाहें तो आप अपने सारे फीस को दोबारा वापस ले सकते हैं। मुझे बहुत खुशी होगी जो ही आपको मैं अगर काम आ पाया तो। मैत्री सिंघल भोपाल से पूछते हैं, Are the books which I read, Lakshmikant, Ravi Sir's Environment Science Technology Spectrum, Vivek Sir's Economy, and of course KSG Notes, are these enough for mains? I read current affair till now from pre-perspective only. I think material beta अगर मैं आपको बताऊं तो these are like probably Maitri I would say is already enough in your mobile phone. How much can you use it? That's going to be really important. And that is what I like you to insist, that you should not just go on tick boxing the material, etc. This year also, a lot of people have been saying that the trend has changed, that so much of changes have occurred. Yet, KSG has got so many questions come from its own material in the class notes. So I suppose this material is more than required, and I think it is enough. And year after year, we have proven that. Also, what if I crack the this time? Previously, I wrote few questions only. No essay. My Hindi writing is also not up to mark. What should be my strategy to look forward for mains 2023? I suppose you are giving the answer. You're not asking me the question. I have not written. I have not written essay. So start writing. Don't waste your time. Don't wait for the result. Nobody knows the result actually. So start working towards your goal, and I'm sure you would be happy that you would have used this time effectively. My optional subject is psychology. I need help for that too. Maitri, I'm afraid I cannot help you in psychology because I do not have any expertise. General studies is one area. If you could have asked, I would have given you some answers on that. But then definitely you can look for it on the net. There'll be definitely as a popular optional. There'll be several people who could possibly be available and offering courses that you can join and do it. Chandresh Singh Varanasi se, which optional is more scoring, history or anthropology? I know the answer. And Chandresh, I would like you to reply this as a question. Which one you like more? Whichever you like more is the one that is going to give you more score. So I suppose instead of asking outsiders, they would only tell the others' score. But I'm interested in the score of Chandresh. And Chandresh, wherever you like, that is the one which is going to give you more marks. And how to score maximum in GS? This is one question which has got all the questions. How to score maximum in GS? Basically, I suppose you have to answer. I think it may sound a little cliche that I'm saying that you answer and get marks. Yes, you have to answer. A lot of time people do not answer, they write. And there's a big difference between writing and answering. If you are able to answer what they have asked for, I'm sure you get marks. And then a lot of time I find of the whatever 200 words that you have written about an answer, probably there are 60, 70 words which are answers. Remaining all 140 words are writing. So if you answer, you get marks. So then simple, I can possibly answer this only. Which subject is more, one more question from Chandresh, which subject is more dominant to score in prelims? I suppose don't look for a pattern. There is no pattern that exists. In fact, you should prepare in a wholesome manner. You have seen this year's PT examination. Any pattern is not going to take you too far. If you've done wholesome study, I'm sure that's where you would really get benefit. Then we have Srishti Patel from Khargon. It's the last day of pre-feeling anxiety and so much confidence, not so much confident. So what can I do to do my best? Well, I think this question has been taken a little late. My best wishes are there with you. Hopefully, you would have done well. I wish I could do it live, but maybe in future sometime we can plan with our team, we announce it, and we can take some live questions also, and then we would have live answers also coming your way. Anshika Shukla from Bhopal. Sir, how to select optional subject as I am less interested in choosing my graduation subject, commerce and accounting? Anshika, I would say that for choosing an optional, I would give you a few pointers you could possibly keep that in mind. First of all, you should not go for somebody's advice on this. I'm giving advice that you don't take advice. The second thing that you should keep in mind is that you should look into some optional that you like reading. Like you have said that I don't want commerce and accountancy despite the fact you have studied that, which means definitely that's not meant for you. But it doesn't mean that it's a bad optional. Somebody may like it. So liking is an important factor. You should also read a few of the optionals and see that which one you like more, and accordingly you can take a decision. Apart from that, you should also look for the GS overlap. If you take an optional, does it help me in general studies as well? Apart from that, another angle to look at it would be where, Anshika, you can possibly say that uh, can I really get support material on that? If you take some optional which you don't have support material, that would be difficult for you to collect all the information on your own. But if you get some coaching, support material, books, etc., that's a good factor. Also, you can look at the trend that which optional is doing better these days. So these are the parameters based on which you can decide about which optional that you should be taking. But for me, the most important would always remain the one that I mentioned, that you should decide based on your liking, and that's going to be most crucial of all. Now we have Dheeraj Kumar from Bihar. Myself, Dheeraj Kumar Singh. I am student of KSG IAS from Vijayanagar branch. Sir, with due respect, I would like to ask you from you what strategies should the student will take to those who will give the first attempt 2024. Dheeraj, I would like to meet you personally also. And on this medium, I can give you a very abridged version of what I am going to talk about you when I meet in person. And I would like to tell you that since you are giving this examination, you should act like an examinee. I suppose the two components of examinee that is very important, that you should be focusing on retrieving what you have acquired, because retrieval is what you're going to be rewarded for, not what you have acquired. Second, that I would like you to underline and keep in mind is that you are well skilled as far as your expression is concerned. If you have the information and you're not able to articulate and express, well, that's of no use. So it is very important that you focus on that aspects of articulation also. And that is these two things which I can broadly tell you here. But otherwise, when we are meeting in person, I will be giving more details on that. Thank you for being so patient. This was the list of questions that we could pick up today. My best wishes.